This is a woman that has said, I want to come back, I want to come back, you know, said in the hearing she wants to come back. So what Dr. PAECH did was reprogrammed her. The reality is why don't you accept the English side? Why are you all, why is this particular group want her so much? It's not that they're looking after her. In all that time, there was no breast cancer checkup, there was no hearing aid. This is not that they're deeply concerned about her. They know that she's English, and say I was this terrible person, well then she could go straight into a home. You can't possibly think that you're better than the NHS. No one's better than the NHS. So what is this? Why is this man perpetually hurting my mother? Not hard to figure out, is it? I think I've said enough. You're going to fix things. All you have to do is contact the Home Office and contact New South Wales for a Jewish home. You just cannot be involved in this any longer. Because there's been no video calls, conferences, I haven't actually been able to see the place, Mount S Nursing Home. Someone sent me one photo. I have one photo of my mother. Because of your very low bar of care, the reality is that place, that wasn't antiques. That was just, it looked like something out of the 1950s. Just because people are old, they've actually come from comfortable homes, modern homes. My mum came from a modern place. She had modern furniture. I think it's really important for any business. It's very rare that they'll pick up the phone and say Mount S Nursing Home. Very rare. And the time when I rang for about 40 minutes and there was no reply. And then a guy who was clearly senile kept picking it up. And for about 20 minutes, he knew what he was doing. He was playing. It was blatantly obvious. It was blatantly obvious that he'd got hold of the phone. The next day when I ring and I say, that was an hour and there could have been an emergency, and it's just, what are you doing allowing your tenants to pick up the phone? Which I didn't say, which you should be saying. He tried to explain away, oh, well, this is what happened. And it's like, I'm an adult. I obviously know what happened. It's obvious what happened. But why did it happen? Last time I rang, when that woman, accused me of calling her a pig and wouldn't give me her name and, really vicious, told me that there'd been a meeting about me, and vicious, really worried me. When I was on the phone to Mum, she stuck the phone on hold. So obviously I've made statements to the government. Obviously. This has to change today. Google the Jenny Davidson's doctor. The photo. If Murdoch hadn't done a number on him, I would as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh God, that doctor. So why have the guardianship put her under all of these places? Why? And you are now responsible. You are now responsible. You know exactly. You do have rights. This thing that the guardianship, oh no, they have everything. And it's real ignorance. And also, if you're a business, you need to know your own law. And also, you're not looking after animals. You're looking after people. And this attitude, people don't really love their parents. No, I can assure you, every single fight I've gone through with you is because I love my mom. That the girl that was so deluded that accused me and wouldn't give me her name, she said, I'm not arguing with you. She talked through me. If you ever talk through someone, not only are you shitting on their words, you're then replacing them. And the lies that come out of those people, whereas the carers, the actual ones that are like their job and are good, they'll answer, they'll say all the right things. But the ones that you've got, and they are connected to NOREE, be careful. People come and go, companies stay. But you are now responsible. I'm going to ring her. She's going to be overdrugged. So when this all does come out, then what are you going to say? Oh, well, no, you knew. The law is if you know something, you have to pass it on to the police. And also the law is if the guardianship aren't looking after the person properly, you have to go to the police. Why do I know the law and not you when you're a business, a long-standing business? So I go to Canada. I make a statement about the Catholic girl bellies. I also come back. I then make a statement about a doctor with my partner. It was actually my partner. And then he made sure that we made the statement in Canada. And then I make a complaint about NOREE, and I make a complaint about Dr. PAECH because of the shock treatment wasn't normal. Dr. Jenny Davidson hides, just hides. They all hide. They all run away. And then my mum says, I want to go back to England because I've got the money, I've got my ticket, I'm getting my ticket. And then they place her in a Catholic home. And there's not one of you that have said, you know what, this isn't good. This isn't good. And we are now part of this. The simple fact is, which nurses, who was on duty that didn't get mum the bed? Why is it that she's still eating pork? Which carer put her with the droolers when she could eat? Because these are all real mentalistic depression things, targeting tools. You haven't taken this seriously. You've done the Catholic Church. Let's look the other way. Why the boy gets buggered? That's what you've done. And each time I have said, and now there's nothing else you can do. This has obviously gone to the police, and this is head office. You have to do something. It is inconceivable that you haven't done anything beforehand. You let NOREE and you let that doctor near my mum. He's a predator. Do you understand? Predators don't care about what you look like. The reality is the place looks as though someone's funneling money. The place looks really grotty. Really, really grotty. And I understand that it's just government run, but it looks as though there's zero care. And speaking to your carers when they say, oh, well, we can't give them exercise because she can't fall. And the doctor's got to come in and give her exercise. Well, does the exercise person come in every day? No. You are killing her. This will not be the last you hear of me. No. That you have treated other families like this, and to think that you have neglected and tortured and allowed these doctors and carers. The second I had said about that doctor, you should have contacted Jenny Davidson as the second, and you should have said you need to contact her. The more she hides, the guiltier she is. It's ridiculous. I don't know about Epstein, but I know about Weinstein because he had a group around him. And when they finally clicked, and I mean finally clicked, that, oh no, he was going to prison, and oh no, he wasn't going to be protecting anyone, that's when everybody spoke out. But these are elderly people that can't do anything for themselves, and you had a carer give her some water and she wet herself immediately. Clearly the water was drugged, clearly. I just don't like the fact that she was in a bed so small and not one carer said, oh God, you look a bit squashed up. You know, she's got cancer. Also, I understand Christmas time is your time, but in the occult time, in the occult Christian time, Christmas is a very high season. So what was Mum doing in the hospital? You know, what was that? Something isn't right. Under the girl bellies, something isn't right. You need to go to the police and you need to sort this out. This is your problem. All I can say is shock treatment, sexual abuse, it's not done like that anymore.